1 second. I'm looking for Legal Shenanigans Theater. It took me a second because it was gone. So it's
No.
uploading. So pretend you're waiting for the, theme song. Because no, I was so proud of myself. I was texting my daughters. I was like, hey, do you know Taylor Swift songs? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, are these Taylor Swift titles so I could put them in the thing? Or are they Britney Spears titles? Now, I love my children. I would like to state this very proudly, but my 16-year-old daughter's like, how am I supposed to know what Britney Spears sang? She's old. I was like, well, remember that car you wanted? Afraid.
You're walking like Jesus.
Yep. It's like, it'll be a long time before you pay that one off there, kiddo.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So I was like, I still have, a precious 4 days before I'm the big 4-0. Could I possibly feel youthful and spry for like just one of them?
Yeah, I remember, I remember seeing Britney Spears when she was like, I think she was still on Disney. I think.
Oh my God.
Like,
Yeah. With
I was
Christina
a teenager.
Aguilera and what's his face?
Yeah, because they used to do these like concerts or something, like concert series
Oh
or something.
yeah.
Because there was this guy named Johnny Lang. He's a blues guy, and he was like 16 years old, and that's where I first discovered him. But I think she did one too. Brittany did, and yeah, it was before like she became massive,
Oh yeah.
right? But God, that
Yeah.
makes me feel old too.
I know. I was like, soon you're gonna tell me I can't shop at a Hot Topic anymore because it's too loud.
Yeah.
Which it really has been getting pretty loud.
Well,
In the check.
but are they the kind though that walk around like, do they have like a Nirvana shirt and like don't even know what Nirvana is?
Well, my middle daughter was like, "Do you like my new shirt from Biggie?" And I was like, "What is going on here?" I
Biggie?
am all confused.
Like Biggie
Yeah,
Smalls?
Biggie. Yeah. I'm like, first of all, young, child of the corn looking kid from deep in Indiana, it just wasn't my first pick.
That's funny. Oh, but Britney's too old, but Biggie's okay?
I
Alright.
know. She's like, "Well, he did good music." And I was like, well, considering I was an Alanis Morissette, Fiona Apple, Tori Amos kind of chick, yes, you're right.
Yeah, that was a great time for mid-90s was a great time for music. Because we were coming off post-grunge and lots of good stuff came out all across the board. The music was good.
Yes. All right. So let's see what well the closed captions have for us today. Because
it was the star of the show.
Like you guys have no idea how much I've wanted to say, and shit was not Goliath anymore. But I realized that you all would be the only one that would understand that, and then I'd have to explain it. But I swear to goodness, I'm gonna make a shirt that said, "And shit was not Goliath anymore."
Yeah. There was some gold from last week.
Oh, yes.
So me and AJ and Chad went to his dad's house, right? We went to his dad's house.
Chad's dad?
Chad's dad moved from his mom to his dad.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Alright, I think we're a little
I don't know. And then from there.
Oh yeah, because we were past Omar. They were right when they were going to go score some devil's lettuce.
Like that's the thing. Like I don't even know where it was. Like I was like, put in the attic, and he's like, oh, and then he went and got it, and then.
So who made her?
What? I don't.
I don't know
Now,
what she just said, and I live in the South.
I was about to say, I feel like when Waterboy's on and the Cajun guy's like, "I never shower in a thunder package," yup, and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like,
Or
I was
I'm watching Gator Hunters, and I'm like, "Now now see here, Boomhauer, I don't understand this."
I understand some pretty thick accents, believe me, but I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
understand what the hell she just said.
And the closed captions are like, and the audience
was there.
just
He's like, put in the attic, and he's like, "Oh," and then he went and got it, and then.
So who made arrangements to get that?
okay, how could he even ask a question after that? Because I'd have said, sweetie, what the hell? What did you just have a stroke? Are you smelling burnt toast?
Like, excuse me, what did you say?
And Ned Flanders is just gonna keep rolling right on through. He's like, "Look, I've heard all about donkey stuff and everything. We are gonna shoulder on past this."
Yeah, that's probably the least weird thing he's heard today.
Yeah. To be fair, probably true.
Maybe Shaq. Yeah.
So, do you remember, was it a business, a house, or a car? He met somebody in a car? What did it happen?
No, he was just like, "Hey, you got any pretty girls inside?" I'm like, "Hell no, I'm gonna knock his ass out." But he says that right.
Wait,
What?
so I'm trying to figure out, did they pick up the devil's lettuce from a strip joint with 80 and 90 like pretty girls, or were these two high people joking with each other?
From what she said about knocking somebody out, I'm gonna guess that maybe they were a little short on the money, and they,
Ah.
might have wanted a little company
Oh,
for like 5 minutes.
well. That makes sense.
And then, like, for me to go in and get the dope, I'm knocking in the dope. I'm like, "Shaq, go get the dope." So Shaq went and got the dope, and then he came back with the dope.
Okay, and where was this, do you think?
This was, I don't know, I have no idea. I just.
Was it a house or apartment or?
You said put the Addy and somebody use their cell phone to find the house address.
Could have been.
You know, who might have looked it up.
I have no idea.
Wait, is there like a Yelp sort of like, look, this guy gets really good purple kush, but you have to be really cool with his pit bull, because if his pit bull doesn't like you, then, Peanut is never going to let you have this. Now, over here is Cletus. Cletus grows things organically, but he doesn't like talking about politics. So, if you happen to run blue, then, just don't let him know. I mean,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, like, I'm confused because we have introduced a new character and I don't know who the Eddie is, because we know about Shad, and then was it AJ or something?
Yeah.
Or the Asian guy, like, because they were making a joke about it. But who's Eddie? I don't understand who Eddie is.
I don't know why Ned Flanders is trying to confuse this woman with one more in this cast of characters of all the voices she's hearing in her head.
Very true.
AJ or Shad?
I have no idea.
But Shad is the one that went in to get the dope. How much did he buy?
Oh, that was on me. I gave him $100.
Okay, so you bought $100 worth of meth?
It was a hundo, not a Alejandro, but closed captions.
You bought $100 worth of Matt.
This is sounding more and more like a Chippendales thing now that we've got Eddie coming over, we've got Alejandro, Matt,
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
That's what I did.
All right, and it's the three of you still in the van?
Oh, yeah. When he got back in,
And where'd you guys go?
we went back to Scott.
All right, went back to Scott's. Who's all there then?
Scott, AJ, Shad, and me.
And what'd you guys do?
Well, they played Risk. I mean, what do all people high on a bunch of non-legal street pharmaceuticals do?
I'm not sure that's
Risk.
the game of domination that they were playing.
It is the final battle of Uno.
Because wasn't that the slogan for Risk? It's Risk, a game of domination. But that's not the domination that they were playing. They were more
Well,
the donkey
again, maybe
variety.
that was the final form. We couldn't see if America or Russia was going to win. There had to be a winner.
It was a
Lord.
Taylor, Shad, and AJ, and Eddie version.
Well, with either that or they watched Ren and Stimpy for hours.
Oh, that's just wrong. More like Twister, but who was spinning the arrow? Just because the boy ended up in pieces, he would win.
That's how
just
you get
not even
red
fair.
hand, or left hand red, right arm blue. I didn't know there was a shortcut, pun intended, for Twister.
I mean, yeah.
And smoke.
Smoke what?
The reefer.
Marijuana?
I smoked the reefer. I didn't smoke the reefer. They smoked the reefer.
Who had that?
Okay, Sarah Boone, I never smoked the reefer. The reefer, I just touched a little bit but didn't inhale or.
Mhm. But she was hotboxing the ice over there all by herself.
Yeah, she's like, look, I don't touch the reefer. That is bad juju. I'll just stick with my crystals over here, okay?
Yeah, I'll stick to the wrap
In
for
moderation.
That, the reefer. Someone bring it with them, or is that already there?
The reefer was there. The reefer was there. And then after that,
Roofer.
me and Shad, we were talking on the bitch. And then after that,
So you and Shad smoked some meth at Scott's?
that's just somebody.
So where were you guys located?
That would be Eastman.
Right, were you in an apartment, but were you in a bedroom, in a living room?
Just right next to the elephant.
Yeah.
That would be Eastman.
Right, were you in an apartment, but were you in a bedroom, in a living room, a kitchen?
Bedroom.
Was Scott using any of it?
He was chilling on the chair, rocking back and forth.
Did you see you guys smoking meth or marijuana?
No, that's all behind me. He can't see. He can't see it, no.
Why not?
Okay, sweetie, apart from him not being able to see you, I'm guessing these two items have an odor.
Yeah.
Like, who
And-
brought the skunk directly in the house? Smells
Yeah.
a little Breaking Baddy in here.
Yeah. Was he rocking back and forth in the chair because he did partake, or is that just his normal behavior?
Yeah, I feel like Ned Flanders gave, he didn't dig into that angle. Like, had you already tried to have a donkey ride with this gentleman? Is that... Well, I'm just saying, I would want to know. This is why I
This
should be
is
a
true.
detective.
This is true.
Okay.
But
Have you scared that poor boy over there in that rocker?
did it have arms on it so you could just rock away? I mean,
I don't know. I'm just imagining this poor man in like one of those cone of shame to keep the dog from kind of chewing itself nervously, which
wait,
is terrible.
is that is that why old people have rocking chairs? So they can just, you know, rock,
I guess.
not have to
I
do
don't
much
know.
work.
Oh, dang it, Vale. I'm gonna have to go have to bleach my brain.
I think there needs
Get
to be
back
some
behind him.
study.
He's facing this way, we're this way.
Okay. So then the three of you smoking marijuana, and you and Chad smoked meth.
Union shit smoked. Try this bacon. It is union shit smoked, which is, the best way to cure some bacon.
Forget that apple smoked stuff.
Also, what is going on? Closed captions never change. We love you just the way you are.
And so then what happened then? Who went where?
Well,
I started
went
cutting
everywhere.
Chad's hair.
That's right, you said you
Yeah,
gave him a haircut.
give him the haircut and everything, and then right after that, AJ was just like, you want to go. So then I'm like, all right, see ya.
He should left on her own. Okay.
And then he tried it on foot. And me and Shannon, we took out.
Sal, you can fix her. You can totally fix her.
Right after Jody and Courtney. Sal's got a list.
What is so they have now come back with the reefer. She's cornrowing or dreadlocking his hair.
Yes. This is pre-donkey.
It's BD instead of AD.
Yes. Yes. They haven't got to they're still playing Risk. They haven't got to the domination part yet.
Oh, good. Well, you have to sort these things out and really hydrate yourself before from what I've heard.
I'm still thinking about the union shit. And I'm like, that would make some good poopory.
Well, that's the end of the show. We're done. I'm laughing too hard. All right. Come on, closed caption.
I shot him up and I took him out. I did. I had one shot too.
Then where did you get that stuff from?
That's the same place.
I know it. Well, so you bought it with the meth, you bought the other stuff too? But where did you shoot them up with?
Same shit. The Trazone?
So, how many street pharmaceuticals did he do? Or did they do? Was it like a Bean Boozled sort of, is this chocolate or crystal meth? Like,
yeah, it sounds like to me, I could be wrong, but it sounds like it's just the reefer and the ice. But they're shooting the ice, I guess.
oh, well.
I'm assuming that makes the odor of that is just too much. So
Oh, well.
they're trying to be polite.
Yeah, they're like, this dude shaking uncontrollably in the front seat with tin foil on his head. We really need to respect his apartment.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I crushed it up.
And where did you get the Trazodone from?
The table.
The table, where's the table located?
It's right by Scott's song.
So there
Was it
were
Scott's
pills.
Trazodone?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, how is this woman still standing?
Yeah.
This is holy fazoli's.
It's yes, because she just said there were pills.
Yeah, but I love how he's like, "So where did you get the pills?" And she's like, "The table." Like, Ned Flanders, you have to really be quite literal. So,
Yes.
where did you procure these? And she would still say the table, probably.
Well, I'm assuming that since they were in the bedroom, that she assumed that Shad got them from somewhere, so she may not actually know. So
Yeah.
technically, she's not incorrect.
She's like, "Look, I don't want to incriminate the nightstand, but I found them there, so you really have to ask him."
Yeah. Well, you can't. So,
But he'll only talk to me, all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's trazodone?
It says it on the bottle.
So you took some pills from where? You said on a
From the
table?
counter.
From a corner? And it said trazodone on the label?
Yep.
And was it Scott's pills? Was Scott's name on there too?
Yeah.
And you crushed them up, and then what did you do with them?
I put it in the syringe. I pulled it back, and then I shot him.
Okay, see, now there are a couple different people that I don't want touching me with medical stuff, and I'm thinking Taylor is probably gonna be top on that list right after Dr. Kevorkian. So,
at least she's dressed appropriate for it.
well, true, she does have personal protective gear. She does worry about a sterile field.
I have questions though. So I don't do illicit substances.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm
I mean,
fairly certain though that you can't just crush a pill up and then just throw it in a needle and just go to town. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Like, because
yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to add tap water or something.
yeah, because like that's how they do the brown substances. I'm trying not to say too many things. That's how
Yeah.
they do those because like they have to have a spoon and all that. It's like I
I'm just
don't understand.
I'm just imagining Taylor in like some super sophisticated lab somewhere with her, Tyvek suit. And she's like, "Look, we've almost got concentrated to 44%, purity. Give me one more second to put it through the, spectromographer or whatever it is." And you get out of this really cool lab and it's just, those two wanting to get super high.
Yeah, it's I don't understand.
Yeah. Call me crazy, but Taylor doesn't seem like she aced chemistrology.
No, I don't think that she did because it would be. I'm gonna again take a shot in the dark here. If you're just randomly throwing crushed up pill into a syringe, like there's air in there, and if you put that into a vein, that can cause some major problems for you.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
I'm sure an air embolus was not the highest on their list for some reason.
this is also true.
I mean, the boy was getting some dreadlocks put in.
That's not all he was getting put in.
Oh God, fail. Oh no.
And you said you took a shot too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Where did you get the injection? Where did you inject them at?
I got it from a friend.
No, but I mean, when you shot,
Where did I shoot him off?
yeah,
Shit, probably in the arm.
in the army thing.
Yeah, there.
You said you got the hypo from a friend?
Yeah.
Have you used drugs?
And this is how we're gonna get super AIDS. We got 18 people using the same damn needle.
Yep. Yep. That's
And then we're
not
gonna be
what-
like, how did we get monkey pox/AIDS all mixed together. And we're like, look, I wasn't even there, but this Taylor chick, apparently.
Patient zero.
Brad Pitt comes running in from the great beyond in the future. It's like,
Yeah.
Taylor, you gotta stop. The 12 monkeys are gonna rule us all.
And if we only knew when we locked her up that she would save the world.
She had the cure inside. She had the cure the entire time. We just didn't know.
Yeah.
They call it intravenously some meters before.
Yeah.
All right, so
Intravenous seasons. The latest adult care facility.
This was a thing, if you remember correctly. Remember in 2020, you just inject sunlight. You can just inject summer right up in there.
We didn't know how good we had it. I'm gonna open an assisted retirement, an assisted living facility, and it's gonna be called Intravenous Seasons. For the time in your life where you're hooked up to more medical stuff than you ever thought you were going to be.
Yeah. If you can work in it like an STD in there somewhere, that'd be amazing, considering apparently that is the thing to get when you're an older person and you just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's like, well,
were you guys in the bedroom, in the living room, or someplace else where bedroom? Okay.
They were in the federal, front shoot 'em up foyer, as you would. It's a very classy place.
Yeah.
And then what do you guys do?
And then, we just took off because we just headed over to his mom's house. We got cozy on the bed and we drove into the driveway, right? Opened the door, we went down the stairs. We chilled on the bed, and right after we chilled on the bed.
I like that this is the thing that Taylor is going to specify. Now, look, we didn't drive into the basement.
Yes, we walked down there.
This is the first thing she's been coherent and really, specifically like first this, then this, so A, B, and C. And this is the point where she's like, now I don't want you to get it twisted. I did not drive into the basement.
We floated down there.
If only Sarah Boone could have, had this as to how she got upstairs to her bed.
Yeah. Be like, ma'am, did you take a suitcase to the basement? Or how did you actually get down the stairs?
It is really hilarious that this is the part she's like, I want this to be written down and on the record.
Yeah. It's the only place that has specificity.
Yes.
He put the collar on.
So you and Shad left.
He put the car around himself. So, I mean, look, we're in the basement and we didn't want it to float away.
So he put the car on himself, around himself.
Yes.
It's like,
Oh
that's an interesting way to describe getting in a car. I might have to use that. I put the car around myself.
Oh no.
Oh,
Audio coffee. We'd let them be roommates with Taylor, but I don't know that things would end greatly.
oh dear.
Scott's band. Did Scott know you were leaving?
I said, hey, I don't know, actually. I don't know.
I don't know. I think the closed captions may have, authentically picked up foreign.
Yeah.
I said,
You're
hey,
not wrong.
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Do you remember what time that was, or was it day, dark out, light out? Night, you know what I mean? What time of day was it, you think?
Oh, that's 12 maybe, I'm just gonna guess. I really have no idea. I don't know the clocks, I don't know the phone.
Was it dark out?
Yeah.
Okay. So you went to Shad's parents' house, Shad's mom's house.
There.
Did you meet anybody as you were arriving?
No. You didn't.
All right, and then you went into the basement.
Yep. Open the door and then into the basement, downstairs.
I don't know why this is so funny to me, but she is like, I again just wanted to be very clear that we always open the doors before we go downstairs.
Yeah.
And you guys caught me. I watch my 600-pound life when I'm walking on the walking pad for, to feel better about myself. Look, I'm sure Freud would have a field day, but there you go. The deep dark secret of Mo.
Hey, whatever works.
Was it right away you started doing that?
This is what I remember.
How long do you think you were in the basement?
Until I left. I really don't know.
Was it during the day at all?
I really don't know.
Was it,
Same.
did you sleep at all?
I mean, I was playing with him all night, so.
Oh,
Because you just know she sees him as a giant Lego project.
just snap on, snap off.
We are playing Operation. His nose doesn't buzz if you can even imagine that. I don't know if he's ever played this game before.
But did you know that you can stick things inside of Mr. Potato Head?
Oh my God. Just, like I tell my kids, pick up after you're done playing. No one wants to see your mess.
Oh Jesus, because there's even a little door in the back door on Mr. Potato Head.
That's where he has to
in.
carry all of his accessories,
I bet.
which I always found hilarious as a as a kid. I'm like, you store stuff in his bum.
I bet that Taylor liked Mr. Potato Head as a kid. I bet it was her favorite.
Taylor liked Chucky as a little kid.
But she couldn't afford a Chucky doll, so she had a Mr. Potato Head.
She put little orange hair on the Mr. Potato Head.
And stored things in his bum.
Oh dear Lord.
Because you're playing with him all night. What all during the day?
He kind of went into the day. I still was playing with him. But are you talking about the trophy session?
Well,
Wait a minute. The trophy session?
I think she said choking.
Oh. I thought they were going to talk about her trophy she took. But choking session, trophy session, closed captions.
Now, I see this. Oh, what did I just do? I see this comment, this Chainsaw Massacre. Did you know? Okay, this is something that bothers me about movies that are quote unquote based on a true story. Did you know that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was actually based on Mr. Ed Gein, right?
Yeah, and he never had a chainsaw.
And nor was it in Texas. It was in Wisconsin.
We should have. They should have set everything in daggone Wisconsin.
They should. But yeah.
Freaking the hills have eyes.
Yeah. Well, that was Australia. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's the only thing that is similar is obviously the whole face wearing thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's like,
but Ed Gein's was totally weird. Well, I mean, I guess a vest and, with lady bits attached. And a belt made out of nipples and, a full-on woman suit wouldn't have played as well in the 70s, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't. But all kinds of movies do this though. It's not. I mean, this one is just one that's
Oh, yeah.
funny. But it's like you couldn't if the objective was to wear somebody's face. You know what? A chainsaw is probably not the proper mechanism to get that. It's gonna
Yeah.
leave a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
it'd
mean, if
ruin your
anyone
match.
was gonna be like Ed Gein, it would be like those house flipper people, like, okay, now I know Ed's, decorating style is a little avant-garde, but he really does wonders with found art.
Sure.
His lady skin lamps are all the rage in Kim Kardashian land.
Maybe in Wisconsin.
God.
I see somebody said, I can't remember who said that's their home state. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. Well,
I'm sorry. Your home state is weird. Very,
Yeah.
very weird.
From the time you got to Shad's mom's, how long do you think you were there before you left?
Like,
I feel like she's doing the math that I do when Mr. Mo asks me how long it took me when I'm really proud of, like, putting something together from IKEA, and I want it to seem a little shorter, and, like, I really had a grasp on this versus me crying and swearing. So I'm trying to get, like, an impressive number, but a number that he won't think is BS. Because I know if I say, like, 30 minutes, he knows me.
Yeah.
But if I say 3 hours and I may have, cursed God and, drank, then that also looks bad. So I'm like, an hour and a half.
Yeah, right in the middle. And he's like,
She's over here like,
okay.
well, look, I'm pretty sure this took me all about 8 hours, but if I say like 2 hours, they're gonna think I'm really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear
And
you on that.
if I know too much detail, like, look, it took me exactly 4 hours, 38 seconds. I was timing myself. It's a personal rep for me. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna ask more questions. Taylor has to play this question very carefully.
Yeah. She's like, I know there's going to be more questions about this afterwards, about how long I played with him.
Yes.
Hmm.
It is one of those dumb
until he
questions.
like died or like
No, until you actually left.
until I
I went
left?
back east. Yeah, so by the time you first got there to the time you actually left,
I don't know. I don't do times. Like I really don't do it.
was it overnight?
Oh, you do time.
She's like, time is just a social construct when your chief occupation is recreational pharmaceuticals. Ask me how many breadsticks I ate. Ask her how many bags of Cheetos she ate. I mean, I feel like we need to put time into a more conducive framework for Miss Schabusiness.
How
So, like,
long was the donkey ride?
how many times have you listened to Five Finger Death Punch songs really loud and over again? Was it like 84 times? Were you pumped? Like, how long?
Like
I
which
know, I
one?
saw that, Nanny Goat. I feel so bad. Who else is gonna uncomfortably telling me about all the things that I don't wanna see come out of, well, a face that looks like she should eat cheesecake with the Golden Girls?
Wasn't it about pile driving something?
Well, that's what I also say. I said, who's gonna make me feel really uncomfortable when they explain what Taylor Schabusiness was doing while looking like they could also be my Nana? Those could you imagine having her as a grandma? Like,
No.
yeah, this is my granny, Dr. Ruth, and you just go tell her, bring your fiance over, and she's like, have I ever told you when I was with Kissinger and we were doing a reverse double split donkey driver? But things were different back then. I had normal hips. Anywho, let me just tell you, it's gonna sound weird, but if you do it, this woman you will have her married and in the kitchen making you a sandwich with a happy face.
Maybe everybody needs an aunt like that.
I aspire to become an aunt like that, but with someone else's family, so I can just go full crazy on it.
That's funny.
Puddletown, this is the problem we had with Dr. Ruth, because we're always like, no, we have look, the internet and cable gave us a really good, hub sort of imagination, and none of us have used that for good,
Oh my
which
god.
is why
Hawk tuna. I think that's not I don't think that was the thing that she was doing. That may be what she does when she is visiting her girlfriends. She does hawk tua when she's visiting her boyfriends.
oh Lord. If you know what, if Bumblebee Tuna doesn't give that chick an endorsement after that, I mean, think of the ads, people. Just think of the ads.
Was it here that I had read something that somebody offered to pay her $600, like OnlyFans kind of thing? Like somebody offered to pay her $600 for her spit or something. And she thought it was gross and declined. I'm like, yeah, about that.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, rest in peace, Dr. Ruth. Don't do anything that St. Peter wouldn't do. And put in a good word for me, because God knows I'm going to need a lot of time to explain shit when I get up there. So if you're still going when I get up there, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
So I'm asking because it was the time that the boyfriend see.
Did at some point the boyfriend have to let you and
Shannon,
into the house?
who don't knock the door
Did he unlock the door
and open it?
and open it for you guys?
He did.
Okay, so when you guys got there after shooting up the first time and coming back from Eastman, he did open the door for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, from then till the time you left, how long do you think it was? The whole day? An hour? You know what I mean?
It was, shit, I don't even know, like, he
So you got there and Chad's mom's boyfriend was like you. And you went to the basement.
Jung, sorry. My mom's trying to figure out, so she's trying to list her house, and she is trying to figure out.
Wait, she's trying to lift her house?
No, she's trying to list her house, so they got a Ring doorbell, and she called me like I'm going to be able to help her, and it was like, of all of your children, who would you least call during this situation? Me.
Wait, I'm still on the lift thing. You said list,
well,
L-I-S-T?
Yeah, sorry, list.
Okay, list.
They're getting ready to sell their house.
Okay, I thought
So
you
my
were
mom is calling me, but I don't know if she butt dialed me like Canton, because she's like, it's working. No, I think it is. I've got a doorbell detected, and I'm trying to listen to this message and listen to Taylor, and I'm like, why? What is going on here?
This is what it's like when you start interacting with Skynet. Doorbell
Pretty much.
detected.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Arnold.
I mean, I love that Ned Flanders has taken off his glasses. He really would like to get personal with Taylor. He's like, just, how are things going with you, Taylor?
It's like,
And
because I think, I mean, because she was there for like a couple days, like,
well, yeah.
and maybe he's trying to like gauge what her sense of reality was. Maybe, like, maybe that's what he's trying to determine. Like, what was your sense of reality at the time, like based in how long you thought you were there? Because if you thought you were there for like an
Yeah.
hour, but you were there for like days, it's going to
Yeah,
explain
she's
a few
like,
things.
we opened the door, we went down the stairs, and from there, many strange, and the force is a gateway to many mysterious and unknowable things.
Yes, chilling on the bed leads to all kinds of things.
Well, I mean, who hasn't been in Wisconsin before? Apparently, the tourism board just hands out a bunch of like goodie bags.
Yeah, it's like instead of Netflix and chill, they went to the whole like shooting up and chilling.
You know, when in Rome, I guess when in Kenosha.
Yes, when in Wisconsin.
Did you start getting together right away, or did you sleep for a while, or what do you think you remember you did?
We went there, 5 minutes in, I was already choking.
All right, so that happened pretty quick.
Yeah.
Getting right down to business then.
Yeah,
No.
but I'm also confused because she's like, the choking and that sort of thing was the pre-deal from what she said last time, so it escalated quickly.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like they sat down on the bed and were like, "Hey, how's it hanging?" It's like, "Oh, speaking of which."
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even get like a drink, he didn't get a glass of water, didn't turn down the sheets or nothing.
Yeah, it's like no
Couldn't
soft
even get some
kissing.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, no music, no candles, nothing. No light touching.
Yeah. Jung, I am not a legalologist, but I do think that the only remedy for some things, if there is a Brady violation, there is no remedy that the court can give. So that's why the Alec Baldwin case was dismissed with prejudice because, yeah, so it could be. Now, my guess would be the sort of wrangling as to whether her family would, because then there's the other part of what is she safe for the public? And I think if they got her medically possibly looked at, I think they could hold her for a little longer, but that might also be against the Geneva Convention, so, you know.
Who?
Well, so Alec Baldwin got
No, I know.
oh, okay.
You said Geneva Convention. I was like, who? Who's this Geneva, and why does she need a convention?
She's
Is this
very
like
popular.
is this like Debbie in Dallas?
I wish, because then we could do really fun stuff with our black sites, but that's only if I become president. And really, I'd stream most of it anyways, because I think public shame is kind of, helpful for some
Yeah.
things.
Exactly.
And if I have to listen to Justin Bieber's Baby Baby for, a good solid year of my life, pretty sure that other people could possibly survive it.
I claim this as a right of mine, and I am very proud of this. I have not once ever heard a Justin Bieber song before. However, I have heard Baby Baby before, except for it was not by Justin Bieber.
Okay, but what about Despacito? Because I would like to sue that song because it always makes me want nachos and salsa.
Yeah,
So I feel upset. Look, I'm not going to slow dance with anyone, sexy Latin style, but I can kill a margarita and some chips and salsa right now.
I've not heard Despacito. Ironically, the same person the version that I heard of Baby Baby was the same version of Despacito that I've heard.
Oh.
It's a guy who does like versions of pop songs and like hard rock. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the only way I can listen to modern pop music.
That or through a meat grinder. I mean, Taylor.
Yes, that or through 6 feet of earth.
Yes.
Talk about you were playing with him.
I asked him what his nickname was, of course.
Was it light out at some point?
Wait. Did she just say I asked him and he didn't complain?
I
Just
think
like
so. About which part though, Taylor? About the choking part or about the
playing?
Yeah, that part. Which part was he not complaining about? Did you hawk Tua on it before putting it in?
Well, I mean, well, generally, Taylor, one has to be able to breathe in order to complain.
This is true.
I heard nothing from him. It's real quiet over there. It was dead quiet over there.
Yeah.
He had a smile. I just didn't know. How was I to ever know?
Yeah, it's like I thought it was normal for people to turn purple and have blood coming out of their mouths. Like, isn't that normal?
I mean, and Ned Flanders is like, maybe the lights were off. Maybe she didn't. And she's like, no, the lights were all on. God.
Was the sun off?
When I looked out the little window, I seen it.
You could see
I
light?
could see the
So
light.
you were playing with him when it was light out?
Yep.
All right, so
Maybe stop calling it playing with him.
Yeah, that's well.
I mean, I know you're supposed to build rapport and everything, but it's not like he's Go-Go Gadget.
I mean, to be fair, it is Ned Flanders, right? Like, so he's probably
Yeah.
like trying to put it in his mind, like, you're just playing with him because I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, probably. There are 2 rules in life one should read, or one should always heed. Don't play hide and seek with Sarah Boone, and don't play at any game of any sort with Taylor Schabusiness. Because the way she plays the rules may not be what you're thinking it is.
Yes, and there are games of hide and seek with her, apparently.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
but particularly with them, you said within 5 minutes of it getting there, you guys started, he pulled off the chains, I guess you were saying, and he put her on his neck.
Yeah,
Did you put one on? You never put one on yours. Did you put one
I
on?
did.
You
I
did.
did. It was tiny. I finally got it around and I put it on my neck and I took it off.
Wait. So since it was Shad's house, he gets the Doberman chain and you get the Chihuahua chain?
Apparently. Or maybe she has a bigger neck than he does. I mean, because from the pictures, and I don't mean this to be offensive at all, but like from the pictures, he seemed like a very small statured person. So
True.
maybe she just has a bigger neck than he does.
That could be possible.
Because like the picture that they have of her, like that Law and Crime used, like her mugshot or whatever, where she's like all trying to like look all thugged out or whatever, like in her mugshot or whatever, she does kind of have a big neck.
Well, there you go. She's like, we were assured that these would go up to Collie. I don't know how we got stuck with Golden Doodle. But we're going to make it work because we are not going back to PetSmart.
Because we have to go back up them stairs and out that door and into the driveway.
There's just too many steps, damn it.
After he was on, but like,
So you started choking him, and when you were choking him, what did he do? What were you guys doing? I guess is to try to explain it as best as you can.
he was coughing up.
You really want more descriptors than riding him like a donkey, which I thought was quite descriptive.
Yeah. Oh
my gosh.
The things.
Ned, you asked for this. I mean, at this point, you're going to have to do like 18 Hail Marys, a couple full Our Fathers. You might get the whole rosary when you tell the priest what you had to hear.
I would say that he's going to have to move a few beads, but that may not be appropriate considering what they're talking about.
Dang it, we're 12.
Blood right now, I was waiting for him to die, and then like I was looking at his purple face,
Well, did he expect to have sex with you?
because I felt like it was fucked up. I'm like, damn, I'm already this far, so then I was like, yeah.
I understand, but why would he put the
That was a lot of words to say yes.
Because
I don't even know
that
what
was
she
a
said.
lot of no. Even the closed captions were not even foreign. They're like, we don't even
like,
Klingon.
like this isn't any intellectual like activity in words that we can recognize, and we're computers.
Yes.
It's like, no. That's what it should do when it doesn't recognize things. Just say no.
No, it should just put those growlix. So, like the little symbols that people put up instead of curse words.
So I didn't realize that Ruth was 96. So since that's just 69, but they turned away from each other. Is that what finally happened?
We're
Sorry.
I hope she died with a smile, Dr. Ruth. I hope you didn't videotape it. I'm not reading that.
It's going to be in Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter 2.
Except that now they're saying that Abraham Lincoln had a rather torrid affair with one of his secret security agents.
What's her name, Ruth?
No, his name I think is something else.
Oh, his name.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we have come full circle. Now Family Guy is predicting the future with the whole Lincoln, or the log cabin Republican. Oh no, that was American Dad. Never mind.
Oh, that's funny. I did not know.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. To be fair, if Mary Todd Lincoln was always out with, spiritualists trying to commune with your dead children,
What?
maybe, Carl, the security guard starts looking okay. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. So does that mean that
Yes.
the Oval Office might have been defiled long before Kennedy and Clinton?
Oh, come on. Taft was in there doing some terrible crap with some pudding and his cousin, who he married.
Pudding wrestling in the Oval Office.
Pretty much. I mean, let's be honest. Taft probably was into some weird crap.
I bet it was butterscotch too.
I like butterscotch. Dang it.
So do I. I don't know why I picked that.
You had disgusting tapioca on tap, and you're like, no, let's take the one flavor of pudding that Mo will tolerate. See how you are. Damn you, Taft.
Yes, let's go with tapioca. That's better because it's all weird and lumpy.
Yeah.
he's a kinky out there.
So was he expecting to have sex with you then? Kinky sex?
She was expecting her surgery. It was just supposed to be a BBL. And
So wait, if he was expecting it, is this illegal?
I don't know. I mean,
That's kind of what he got.
I would think if you're with someone long enough and these two were on again, off again, you'd get that little glimmer in their eye. For every other person other than Taylor, that glimmer in their eye means, oh, maybe we're going to, do some fun stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
I think she should, even, I'm just trying to, maybe you shouldn't, if she's got a glimmer in her eye, just run.
Just run. If she has a glimmer in her eye, a needle in her arm, and a
Oh my gosh.
tramadol or whatever it was.
If they remake Jurassic Park with Taylor Schabusiness as one of the velociraptors, and then you have the Australian guy in the background, like, and then you hear the door open because she's very clear on how doors open and stairs work, and you can cut in that clever girl. Just
Oh, Jesus.
Taylor's just walking around the empty, cafeteria just trying to find you. Like, do your hair in dreadlocks. No, let's play.
I
No,
brought
I'll
your
wear a collar
chain.
too.
You could totally turn her into like a Michael Myers type character. I brought your chain.
Yes. Although, if she was going to be anyone, she'd be whatever her name was in Misery. Like, you're not leaving today.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, Michael's probably the wrong character. Maybe like a Freddy, because he kind of was kinky.
Yeah.
So
I could see her destroying Chucky, but because she wanted to be in a relationship with him, and they already did that movie.
yes, well, they could have like Second Bride of Chucky.
True. Chucky's just there like, God dang it, I just got out of alimony with one, and now you set me up with this crazy chick.
Yeah.
If you said that he just started talking. How long did it take for him to die?
Like, 3 to 5 minutes maybe. But, I don't know. I have no idea.
You said that when you were choking, you started coughing up blood.
Oh yeah, like, damn.
And you decided that.
I like to see what happens.
So you just kept going harder.
Ma'am, this is not a Hatchimal. This is not one of those sit back and let's do an experiment.
Well, this is
Well, I
where you're
mean-
mistaken, Mo.
I mean, God help her if she ever gets a hold of sea monkeys.
God, I remember those. You can send in your $1.99 or whatever.
Get brine shrimp. They're like, what? I was told I would have a fully functioning society right here. They would be wearing pearls. That's, you know what? There's where my trust issues started.
Magazines from the
Well,
90s, the late
no.
80s and 90s.
Sea monkeys.
Yeah.
You get these, you think they're going to be like, all, having their little families. No, it's a bunch of brine shrimp. And you're like, wait a minute, aren't these supposed to be in my ramen noodles, freeze-dried shrimp packet?
Yeah, like I maybe it's just I know because we're a few years apart. Is that so? When I was growing up, like there was little like ads in the back of like magazines and stuff and comic books, and like there are sea monkeys. You could send your $1.99 or whatever plus shipping and handling to get sea monkeys.
Oh yeah, and then it's like 18 to 37 years before you get it, and then you're like, what?
Yeah, exactly. If you get
It's like
them,
we understood Timu before we understood it. We understand, spending a small amount of money and then getting disappointed.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but it's probably not appropriate.
It's a slow pitch. You're like, Mom, the picture on the box was this big and I got this thing. And she's like, welcome to life. And I was like, well, okay. 7-year-old soul dying right in front of you. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, it's one of those life lessons that you have to learn.
Yes.
I spent all this money that I saved and look what I have.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
I
You wanna see what happened when you got it?
I just watched it. Well, this one was different. This one was common.
What?
So when he put the chain on his neck, he thought that he got certified to have kinky sex. Right? You think that's what Chad was thinking?
Computer sex.
What that even mean?
Well, that's when you used to, at 13, you were like, oh, what is sexting or anything? And then you went into a chat room and they were like, so what are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know. And they're like, I was like, oh, that's what that means. No, I do not want that. No, I thought we were talking about My Little Pony in here. Oh, you all are talking about My Little Pony at 40. I need an adult.
Did you discover bronies when you were 10 or 13?
No, but it is funny because now everyone puts all of their personal stuff, but you always lied about being like 18 because you
Yeah.
weren't supposed to give your real personal, like information. So I was always like 18.
Yeah. The internet back then was a wild place, man.
I did not discover bronies. It was just a natural progression of the joke. But knowing me, had I discovered bronies, I would have been queen of the bronies by now. I would have been their lord and empress.
What is the... God, this is terrible. What is the bronies king? Is it a broner?
I think that's what happens when they see a real live woman or a really nice horse. I mean, I don't know.
A stallion.
Yeah.
Let alone an Italian stallion.
Because all I'm picturing is Bob dressed up as, oh gosh, the Tina's horse people. I can't remember where he became a brony. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tangent Central, where we sometimes sort of do legal shenanigans theater, and most of the time we just talk about, well, weirdness.
Bronies.
Bronies and Dr. Ruth.
What were you thinking?
I was gonna do the same thing. I was going in.
This is where she calls a friend and Sarah says, he turned purple. I don't know why he's purple.
Those are the
And
wrong...
Taylor said, we didn't know why he was purple.
It's the wrong thing to say, though, because she's like, I was going to do the same thing. I was going in, whether he was alive or not.
Possibly don't tell the officers you premeditated this, Miss Schabusiness. Her defense attorney's like, clearly she is under... Oh, hell. He just closes his file after this part. Like, well, I was going to do it anyways. I had a plan going down there in fact, I remember because it was as I was opening the handle on the door, because that's how doors work. But before I fully swung it open, I was like, you know what? YOLO.
Yeah, I'm going in. That's just the wrong way to say it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going in.
Vale, phrasing is the least of her problems with the English language.
This is true. This is
I did. True. And I went in. But then he was like, choke me. But he didn't really say it. So I'm like, he put it on his neck. I already know I'm going to choke him. And I did. So.
All right, so before...
Okay.
Well, the detective was like, I don't need to hear any clearer than this, but we've got at least another 20 minutes, so I'm sure this is going to be awesome.
He's like, so you did the other things after? You played with him after?
She's like, yes, of course. What do you do with your... I mean, you don't make mashed potato mountains with gravy lava? Who doesn't play with their food?
Oh, Jesus. The gravy. Oh, no.
Before that, did you guys Was there any foreplay?
We launched onto the bed. We went from the stairs to the bed, and then, yeah.
Was
We
the foreplay
launched
on?
onto the bed.
Yeah,
She did like a flying tackle, like he was a corner, rush guy. Whatever it is you do in football, I don't know.
See, like, Miss Schabusiness, launching onto the bed is not chilling. Can you clarify?
She's like, I watched my hips because that's where that's how you figure out which way he was gonna, faint right or left, and I just went for a straight nose tackle. That's what I did. Or if she was from I think she's a little younger than me, so she might not get the Mighty Ducks flying V. She's like, look, no, I did a triple deke with a final, rush towards the goalpost, as I learned from Coach Bombay.
The old knuckle puck.
Yeah. Oh my. Not to mention, Coach Bombay was named after a rum. His parents set him up for failure. He's like, look, you're going to either be an alcoholic or a hockey coach.
Isn't that why he got kicked out of the NHL in that movie? Because he was an alcoholic or something?
No, I thought he was a lawyer who was driving drunk. And he used to be it.
Yes, that's right. Because he was driving drunk, but he used to be an NHL player and became a lawyer because he got kicked, because he got injured. And yeah, that's right.
Martin Sheen should really just talk up Emilio Estevez all the time. Can you imagine, you have Charlie Sheen as a brother and you're still not the popular one?
It's all about that tiger blood.
True. I mean, how can you compete with tiger blood?
I mean, at least the man is honest.
True.
And the Hot Shots movies were great.
Oh, I mean, those were national treasures.
Oh, wasn't he in Major League too?
Yeah, he was the pitcher guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
I mean, he's done a lot
movies.
for... My favorite thing had to be Hot Shot Part 2 when he passed himself, I think, doing Platoon.
Yeah. There's so many good references because like it opens up.
Now we just have to watch Hot Shots and Hot Shots 2.
Yeah, because he opens it up with the Rambo thing and then goes into the blood sport where he dips his hand in all the candy.
I didn't quite get I don't remember what movie it was from, but the refrigerator scene. I was like, this is so funny. Who thought of putting like bacon and Jesus cooking breakfast on her stomach? I wasn't of the age where I was like, I don't even understand why anyone would think this would be fun. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
The things that went right over Mo's head when she was younger.
Yeah. Well, I believe, if I remember correctly, that was one of the movies that had come out as I was coming of age, if you will. I wasn't so much interested in the eggs and bacon.
Well, I just thought I was like, ew, she's gonna have to take a shower. And where is their mom? Because I knew if I kept that refrigerator open for all that time, my mom would come in and like, am I paying for the entire world to be refrigerated? No.
I have heard that before.
I've yelled that before. Like the food is the same food that we had 5 minutes ago. Shut the damn refrigerator. When you figure out what you want, then kind of a dearth for girls though. Let me tell you, until 16 Candles and Jake Ryan, and then I'm sorry, Jake Ryan just ruined women for all men. Wait. I'm sorry.
Jake Ryan was not the star of that movie, Mo.
Yes, he was.
Do you not remember Long Duck Dong?
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna marry Long Duck Dong. I mean, it was a backup in case you did really well in MIT and maybe grew a mustache or something, but, I mean, he wasn't my first round pick of the movie.
My sister made me watch that movie so much.
Oh my gosh, I mean, my mom watched that all the time, but that's where I get Greasy Bohunk from.
Oh dear.
Movies you could not make today because they basically got a foreign exchange student because
Yeah, right?
because to mow their lawn.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh.
Oh,
And now, yeah, now the,
But before you chain went around his neck, were you and Chad like kissing or anything?
hey, I would totally chain my snacks down. You don't know how hard it is to open a little crinkle wrapper, Little Debbie, and try to be quiet in this family. They are on you like a pack of lemurs. Like, do you have a crinkle wrapper? And I'm like, damn, with the diabetes hearing over here.
Like a bunch of meerkats when they hear it, they all just pop up.
Yeah, especially Dingus now. He ate an entire. Okay, y'all know if you go to Aldi's, you have to get the chicken patties with the red bag. I made myself one. I had to stop doing something for 5 seconds. I come back, and this little werewolf is looking at me like, "What are you going to eat?" I assumed you didn't want this. I'm helping with your diet.
There you go. That's a new diet plan. Just get a dingus.
Yes. Little turd stole an actual damn bagel. I was like, look, we can talk about this, but you take my carbs, we're going to have issues.
Oh dear.
I'm liking these ideas, Puddle Town.
So all of a sudden, the chain went around his neck. How come? I'm just trying to get it.
he likes it.
Alright.
I was
So,
gonna walk him like a dog.
you know, and he wanted that.
I have no idea. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Taylor.
That's funny that she's laughing about it. She's like, I'll
Yeah.
still do it anyway.
Yeah, she's just like, but I mean, this is like me saying, okay, I know Mr. Mo doesn't particularly like, say, onion soup, but I'm planning to make it anyways, and I like to put bacon in it, so who cares? I don't typically say, well, like, I'm going to assault him. I don't really care. But it would look funny if I did. I mean,
Oh,
I don't
dear.
think he signed up for obedience class that day.
Yeah. Well, or punishment, either or.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Taylor, if you maybe don't want to look really, really creepy, don't laugh when you're like, I didn't care. I was going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, unless
Yeah.
you're going for the insanity defense, but, just
Yeah,
throwing
that
it out there.
That didn't work out.
Her defense, her defense lawyer has been hanging on by a thread to not day drink, and then he saw this thing. And he's like, "Give me the Jameson from under emergency contacts. Give me
poor
that bottle
guy.
of Jameson there. No, I don't need a glass. No, sweetie, don't bring me the glass. Just
Hold
go
the
ahead.
glass.
Yeah,
Yeah. That poor guy. Like, honestly, like, if you watch the trial, like, that poor guy, I genuinely feel worse for him than
Yeah.
Halderson's attorneys, because at least there
Well, I
was
mean,
two
they
of
didn't
them.
get stabbed or
Well,
attempted to be stabbed or spit on.
yeah, but there
I
was
mean,
also two of them, so they could, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Also, legitimately, has Taylor had rabies testing? I mean, you don't know what you're going to get from that.
I
I hope they put some hazard pay in his, public defender, or even just got him like a Starbucks coupon or something.
It's like, here, we appreciate you taking the L on this one, so
We appreciate your service. Here's a free Frappuccino when you buy 10.
yes. Plus, we'll buy you a Happy Meal.
Yeah. Good. Welcome, Crystal. Yeah, don't go outside yet, but I'm speaking as a person who doesn't like outside, so, you know, when temperature appropriate, you
Yes,
should do
it is. Depending on where you are, it is hot as AF outside. I know it's
I
been
know
90 plus degrees for like 3.5 weeks, and I'm just
we
like,
had to go to Costco, and Mr. Mo forgets that because he's got one of those demon Prius cars that you can just push a button, but he forgets if I'm in the passenger seat and he's unloading things, which probably is the more, physically taxing job. I can't turn on the car to get me some god blessed air conditioning unless I'm, also touching the brake pedal. So I
yes.
am over here sweating like Taylor Schabusiness in purgatory. And he's like, "Why don't you just turn it on?" I'm like, "'Cause I can't, because I'm not gonna do the splits, the flying V to hit the brake pedal just to get some AC, because God knows that's when my hip would just pop out. I'd be frozen that way, and then I'd be on body cam footage."
There'd, there'd be some questions about, ma'am, what were you trying to do? Because the gear shift was still in park.
And I'd be like, "You don't understand. I don't do well in non-air conditioning, and I had that little sweat drop that goes down your back and gives you the willies like someone's walking over your grave. So I just thought I didn't want to bother my husband, so I was just gonna do it my own self like I always do anyway. I mean, ask him about some thumbtacks, okay? Anywho, and then what had happened? They're gonna 5150 me.
Oh dear. It's those cars are
This is
weird
what
though.
Mr. Mo lives with daily. Pray for him.
uh,
Okay. And you claim it was his idea? Was it
I
Jim?
thought it was mine. No, it was his idea. It was all him.
Right, so you're on the bed,
Good to know.
the chain goes around his
Not
neck and you
all of
start
them.
choking him. And you just realized that he was gonna die or what?
I'm just like, shit. I think I went a little too far, because I was blacking out while I was doing it, right? And then and then I look at him, I'm like, shit, he's already purple. I'm like, fuck, I'm like, I don't know if he's fucking, is he good? Is he good? But then when I woke up, during the
Wait.
blackout, I'm like,
When you blow her up during
Wait.
the Black Album?
Yeah.
Wait.
Why are you dragging
Oh, of course.
Metallica into this?
Yeah, I don't want to get oh gosh, weren't they against Napster? I don't want to give those
Yes.
douche any more money.
Oh god, that's a terrible thing. So like, was she thinking Enter Sandman? Like,
Oh God.
because that's the first track on
The-
that album.
Is Puppet Master them, or is that someone else?
Master of Puppets is them, yeah.
Master of Puppets.
Yeah. Master.
Was she trying to make her own marionette?
Well, she kind of did that anyway afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, Metallica all hurt us genlennials, but Taylor, we can't go hurting other people. We have to, not buy any more of Lars's albums, as we've stopped doing anyway.
Well, that's just because they're not good anymore.
Well, true. They're kind of like, we're just not gonna we want people to buy our music, and everyone else was like, we already copied your good stuff. We're good.
Yeah, basically. I think that's what most people said.
If only Bono would just stop talking too.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't like you too. But he can
They
shut
write
up
some
anyway.
good songs. Yeah, he could just. Again, you play a guitar and you sing well. That's
He
great.
doesn't even
Just talk
play a
about that.
guitar. He just
Well,
sings.
I'm just saying, if I was blessed to join Heart, despite my distinct lack of musical talent, I would just be like, yo, I'm playing with Heart. We're going to do that one song where she hooks up with a guy just to have a kid, but doesn't tell it the husband or the guy until the guy comes back, which I didn't realize that was the whole thing about the song. And then my mom got real confused when I was singing it, and I got in trouble. But anywho, that's the song we're singing.
Sounds like me when I bought Green Day's Dookie. My mom was like, "What in the actual hell was that?"
I know. I think the first time I had to ask my mom to buy a movie with like or an album with one of those, scary Tipper Gore
Stickers,
stickers.
yeah.
It was the Dogma soundtrack. I'm like, she's like, "Are there curse words in here?" I was like, "Well, it's a movie that makes fun of Catholicism, so probably."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I just don't know if that's an appropriate movie." I was like, "Well, okay."
It's like, you know me, right? Like, I'm not appropriate.
I was like, that ship sailed many years ago, mother.
Too funny.
Shit. Like he was coughing up blood. I'm like, I don't know. I just kept on going. Like, damn. Sorry.
You made the comment, you said that when you were choking, you was coughing up blood, you kind of were like, well, gone this far, I'm just gonna keep going. Did you realize that by continuing that may kill him?
Like, yeah, because I felt bad because I'm like, damn, he's gonna be losing after this. I'm like, might as well just kill him.
Okay. So you realize that by continuing that you may actually kill him?
He was, I swear to God, he was telling me, it's just like, so I'm like, wow. And I did
Okay,
it.
wait a minute. Was he telepathically reaching out to you and telling you, "No, no, continue. I'm having a lot of fun."
Yeah, that's what meth makes you do. You can connect to people in ways you didn't know.
I mean, because she sounds like, well, he was probably already going to be a little mad at me that I decided to be, the big dog this time. So I just thought, nah, I'm already here. It's just like when you're at McDonald's and you realize you want a hamburger, but then you're like, do I really want fries? I might be a bit more hungry. You just go ahead and buy the whole combo meal just in case. Like, what the hell is going on?
But was she trying to be the big dog, or was it the donkey? I'm confused.
Donkey rider. She was what, Don Quixote. Welcome, Dan Davis. You came in at the great time. I'd like to be able to explain what exactly is happening here, but it's just basically
don't
shenanigans.
We don't know what's going on.
I mean, let's be honest. These two cops are trying to get into the mindset of Taylor Schabusiness. This is more dangerous minds than Michelle Pfeiffer with the inner, city kids.
It's like a gangster's paradise.
Oh my gosh. If Weird Al would only come up with true crime songs, oh my God.
Yes, the old Amish paradise.
The old Taylor's paradise. I just had the worst idea for an Ice Ice Baby remix.
Oh, that's the thing that came to my mind. And what came to my mind is Wasting Away and Schabusinessville.
Oh my gosh, we could be like those. Do you remember like the Kids Bop? I mean, I'm dating myself a little bit, but like the 100,000 most romantic songs, and you could buy it like on credit for 84 years, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. That's funny.
Thank you for the update, Puddletown. At least she died with a smile too.
And her. Oh Jesus. Well, like Mo said, at least it was with a smile on her face.
It could have ended worse.
Too true. Too true.
Lord, I'm going straight to hell, but it'll be fun.
I swear I don't know. I'm like, I accidentally fucked up and I'm like, oh my God. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. All of them.
And you also said you enjoyed it, right? And I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
God, Columbia House.
What'd you enjoy about that?
Just.
Was it kind of thrilling, a rush, exciting?
Well, she was drilling, and I hope she wasn't playing brush because I actually like them. Um, Tom Sawyer just playing in the background really, really loud.
While she's just drilling to Tom Sawyer playing in the background.
What is going on with these closed captions? And at least today I am writing down the times instead of having to watch and then make myself laugh. That's what took so long with the compilation. I was laughing too much. Oh, Lord. And why are they I think we have gotten the at least admittance of premeditation, enjoyment, possibly malice. I mean, do we really need to drill into her psychology? Do you guys wanna be awake for that at night? I mean, it
Yeah.
just
Not to mention,
if
like,
I were Ned Flanders, I'd have been like, "Oh, so you meant to do it? Yep. Were you gonna ask him if he liked it? Nope. Alright, we're done here, Mr.
yeah.
Business. Welcome to your new Motel 8. We'll leave the light on for you,
Or we won't, because we shut them
or we
off.
won't."
It's
Those kids in the shadow.
That's all it is.
I'm just trying to understand what you were feeling. You're saying it's like joyous. You know, did it make you happy? Was it just kind of exciting? Like opening Christmas presents or?
I don't know.
The company Christmas presentation of the Schabusiness Lego set is gonna be off the chain, you guys.
off the chain. Does it come with one?
That's extra if you would like the booster minifigure pack.
It's the deluxe edition.
Yes.
The ultimate edition. You get both heads.
I may realize why Lego won't take me up on my ideas to do crime scene Lego scenes. I'm seeing how there could be some manufacturing, difficulty. Because I don't know if you would make that to hold in her hand or just go in the bucket. Because you know how they have like the little C grip on it.
Is that I was gonna say, is that the definition of the square peg round hole problem?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Like, this is the thing that I have, like, I've always had, like, you ever love something so much that it kills? Like, it happens to me, that's the feeling that I have.
Taylor, you're saying this in a tone like everyone can relate to you.
Mhm.
But sweetie, no, I've never loved something so much I unalived it. I mean, I just picture her as that little Elvira Looney Tune, or what is it? Little Tiny Toons, and she's always like, "I love you forever," and the cat's,
Oh,
trying to
yes.
escape.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Or so she's what happened when the niece
Mhm.
from growing or Saving Nemo grew up.
Yes. Ironically, didn't they kind of look the same?
They did. She's like, "Are we going? We're going to look at the rabbits?" And he's like, what happened the last time you played with a rabbit?" "Well, I don't know. How was I to know he needed oxygen too?"
Oh dear.
I mean, these feel like things that maybe are a you thing, Taylor. Gonna be honest. You and, Wild Bill or Buffalo Bill, but not so much the rest of us.
Yeah, right? It's it is a little weird listening to her. And I know that's why we're laughing and joking about
Yes.
stuff, but it is a little weird listening to her.
Yeah, she's like, I mean, haven't you ever just, been petting a puppy and then suddenly you wake up and you have no idea what happened? No, Taylor. No, this is never.
Yes, this is not a thing that we experience. The rest of the world experiences.
Oh gosh, I just wish we could get the thoughts going through the detective's head. Like, no, no one. Or, plot twist, it's an M. Night Shyamalama movie. And Ned Flanders is like, absolutely, I do. They just haven't found my basement yet. I mean,
Yeah.
he goes home, blasts goodbye horses.
Yeah.
I
just-
do me.
And just goes down to the basement, and there's the trap door in the wall, and it opens up to like his neighbor's crawl space or whatever. And
Yeah.
none of us knew that it was John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
And he died in prison. He wasn't guilty. It was Ned over
Yeah.
here.
I'd watch that movie.
I love something so much that I kill it. Like, I love it so much, and then I kill it. That's what happens to me. So,
All right, so he dies, he's dead, and then you just kept playing with his body. Okay. And when did you decided to? How long did you play with his body? You think? Is that when you thought it was booked outside and it might have been light out too?
I don't know, it's still dark.
Still dark.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta be like, 2-3 hours.
Is that also?
To be fair, God bless him for lasting 2 to 3 hours.
Post-mortem.
I mean, but I feel like there's a follow-up question, like with everything I love, unalive. Like, so what's like is this your quickest average? Was this your quickest, like just switch? But
Yeah.
how long did you I mean, again, I feel like you had plenty of evidence that we didn't need to get into this, but bless your heart for asking these questions.
Yeah. Mhm.
You used a dildo?
Yeah.
Well, she waited until he was passed away, for his dignity, not ours, because apparently Ned's just going to ask all the questions.
True.
I mean, at
Very
least
true.
Did you have sex with his body at all? Okay, like, is there any type of sexual contact? Obviously the dildo and stuff,
Put
but.
the dick in his ass. I grinded on him, I put the dick in his ass.
okay.
Well.
So the wife comes home and this guy has all brand new ideas. And she's like, "What did you do at work today?" He's like, "I don't know, but would you like to go to PetSmart?" I have to do some science, and unfortunately Gary got the Murdoch case, so he's throwing a cell phone. I got the Schabusiness case, so we got some.
We're going for a walk, honey.
God dang it. Oh, Lord.
It wasn't only a couple hours before you severed his head? Or did you fall asleep at any point in time, or? So how long do you think you were in that basement? Because you didn't leave until like 3 or 4 this morning, right?
I'm suddenly getting really, really big, scary flash forwards of this being the Netflix remake of Narnia. It's Justin Taylor's. Narnia is going to look real fucked up, after after Taylor got done with that portal.
I'm just wondering where the lion comes in because I think we forgot the witch and the wardrobe part figured out.
I don't know, but the same chick that did Barbie is doing Narnia, the series for Netflix. So let's see if they go the Schabusiness route.
Alrighty then. I didn't know that was the thing they were redoing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we already have Tolkien spinning over in his grave. If we get C.S. Lewis, we will have endless supply of green energy.
True. Something like that.
What about during the day? What do you do during the day?
I don't know, like I was kind of like dozing off, nodding out.
He was dead already? Was his head still on?
No, I took that off, but that was the first thing I took off.
Okay.
I wanted that.
What about the rest of his body?
I didn't even take it. And then,
I mean, I guess if you're gonna jump into a craft project, just jump right on in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if she was planning on taking something with her, I guess, but then she must have gotten sidetracked and decided to finish the project.
Well, she was napping, and you know how if you are a terrible nap taker, you wake up and you're just even groggier and more confused.
Yeah.
She's just a very bad nap taker.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I remember once I woke up and like from a nap and like it was that time of the year where like it was in the afternoon and the sun was starting to go down, but like
oh yeah,
waking up I thought it was morning. And I was like, I'm late for work.
Yes. JKD Buck, this is Taylor Schabusiness.
Yeah, this is, yeah. Oh dear.
the rest of his body, it's like on the fucking, I don't even know what it is. It's in a big blue container, And
This is a
big
container?
It's like a big Tupperware. It's not Tupperware, but it's a Tupperware container.
She
Rubbermaid.
put him in a sterilite, like tote, plastic tote.
It's like Tupperware,
I
but
mean-
for giants.
It keeps everything fresh. It does the little burp thing, so you've got a good seal. I mean,
You vacuum seal it?
for your larger takeaway items.
I just the Tupperware thing. It's just I don't know. It's just funny to me because I know what she's talking about, but it just
Yeah.
it's like how big were the pieces, ma'am? Are they bite size?
Well, I mean,
It is what's
yeah.
And like a
Moving storage code.
yeah, one of those. And then,
So that's where body parts are in? Or I thought just they're in a black bag.
they're scattered around.
Oh, so both probably.
Taylor, I don't know what level crazy it is to make a scavenger hunt out of, your. She's like, look, they scattered around. We were going to play Where's Waldo, and then I realized that he wasn't going to be able to play with me. She's just like, this is not how one plays categories, Taylor. This isn't.
It's also not how you set Jenga up. But Operation,
Well,
you'd be killer at
yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. She thought that she was playing the game wrong because his nose never started to light up her honk. She's like, I am the best at this. I've had no complaints.
I mean, it's hard to light up though if you remove it.
Well, details. You know, we don't look at the instructions before we started to play Mousetrap. We just tried to figure it out through the grace of God and, like, you know, super glue how to fix it. Then your mom's like, well, have you looked in the instruction? We're like, what are you talking about? There's no instructions in this box.
Exactly. Who reads instructions? Come on.
Yeah.
But when did you start, cutting up his body?
Like almost right away.
You
I
are
was
wel-
sucking and cutting at the same time.
But what about the rest of his body?
Wait a minute. I have some closed caption shenanigans here.
Yes, I think if you back up 5 seconds, then
Cutting up his body.
Like almost right away. I was sucking and cutting at the same time.
But what about the rest of his body parts? Did that take
I think it is confirmed she did take a nibble, you guys, from the horse's mouth herself. There was at least some nibbling.
Those are 2 words you don't want to hear in the same sentence. Sucking and cutting.
From Taylor.
Or from anyone.
Well, yeah, probably.
I mean, I can't think of something where those 2 things would go in the same sentence together.
It was the weirdest plastic surgery place I had ever seen, but I got a Brazilian butt lift and he paid me to do it. The weirdest damn thing. I was under anesthesia. I don't look much different, but I feel more confident. I mean, this is what Joel Guy Jr.'s patients would potentially have said to him, I'm sure.
True. And that might be the only situation, plastic surgery or something, where sucking and cutting would go in the same sentence together, actually.
She's trying to get her medical technician degree.
I don't think she's going to be able to practice in the US, though.
Probably not. But, I mean, to make a good omelet, you have to break a few eggs. Taylor, listen, if at first you don't succeed, don't ever try again.
take all day? Did you?
I was getting pissed off at the dismemberment process, actually.
Did it take a while?
No, it's Panic at the Disco, not Pissed Off at the Disco.
But what about the rest of his body parts? Did that take all day? Did you?
I was getting pissed off at the dismemberment process, actually.
Did it take a while?
Dang it. It did take all day. It was Panic at the Disco.
Did it take a while? It took a while.
Yeah, because I was nodding out. So
I guess you're kind of sleeping, kind of nodding in and out. Have you taken any other drugs?
I should have took drugs. That probably would have helped, but I didn't.
Should have cooked brown fish.
And I just sat there. Yeah.
Do you remember it being daylight at all?
Yeah, when I looked at the window and I seen the daylight.
And was his body together still then?
Why
Or?
was it never together? It's just I had fun with him for that 2 hours and then boom.
If she was blasting Taylor Swift, we are never ever getting back together. My life, I have achievement unhooked. If I could get an interview with
Oh, Lord. Or I don't know, falling to pieces or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Boom.
So, but it took a while to cut the rest of the body up? Okay.
All messed up too.
So, I'm just trying to ask why I understand two rules. So you said we cutting and then you cut a knot off, kind of wake up and start cutting again.
Oh.
So it took you a while to cut the body.
Well, I mean, it is a pretty physical job, I guess. So she's like, look, I need a little bit of a nap. I mean, honestly, compared to Chandler and Joel Guy Jr., she actually somewhat finished a job.
True. Yeah, because I mean, well, Chandler technically finished a job. He was just an idiot, and
True.
Joel was in the process, and he was also an idiot because he left his notes at the scene.
Yeah.
But he didn't technically actually finish the job. I think Chandler
No.
kind of did.
He kind of did.
But I mean, she was probably too high and left
True.
pieces behind.
True. It really is a great addition to any home. Ask Taylor.
It would have made her life easier.
Yeah.
Are there times where when a match or whatever wasn't, you didn't work nonstop to dismember his body, right?
I mean, I probably did. Well, in my sleep, I do things in my
You
sleep.
do things in your sleep.
But yeah, but like,
So she has sleep dismemberment disorder.
Apparently, it's like, are your parents still alive? Just out of curiosity.
I mean,
Like, because I don't think that's true.
I mean, it would seem that, you know, other people might have reported, you know, your sleep assaults.
Yeah, right. I mean, we know her dad wouldn't have been because he was in jail, but
Yeah. But you
we
think the
don't.
guy that she, well, I mean, you think AJ, when she's like hanging out at her apartment, be like, did anyone field dress a deer last night? I didn't think it was hunting season. Taylor's like, I don't know. I'm well, what happened? I got mud all over my feet. Well, must have been me.
Yeah. Oh dear. She's. I guess if that's what we're gonna go with.
Does anybody ever come downstairs at all?
You know, I think if she had had a generator, we would have brought power tools into this, and I don't know that anyone would have wanted that.
Yeah. Well, they already did the drilling part, so.
She's like, at this point, I just need an electric chainsaw. And, you know, the Husqvarna was not working. So I cannot understand why Home Depot will not honor its return policy. I had the receipt and everything.
Yeah. It's like if it was a Craftsman because it was red, you might have been able to hide it. But
Yeah. I didn't go with steel, so you know, it really was on me.
Yeah.
Tara came down. She came downstairs and then with the kitty cat, and then she set the kitty cat down. And, you know, flip over the kitty cat, and the kitty cat was walking around. And I said,
Wait, what?
So you're saying the mother came down while you're doing all of this to let you see their cat?
That doesn't make sense. Because, yeah, I don't get that. That doesn't make sense.
I think Taylor might be what we call an unreliable narrative or narrator.
Yeah, because the mother said the only time she had went down there was when she found the bucket.
Yes.
I don't know. That's a new one on me. I had not heard that before.
The mom was like, oh, they must be playing pretend. I'm going to go back upstairs, make them some snacks.
Oh, yeah. It's just paper mache. It's all right.
These kids in this Dungeons and Dragons, I will just never know what goes on in my basement.
Yeah. Lord.
for the kitty cat, you know. And then, yeah.
Did you talk to her?
I'm like, hey, Tara. I don't know, it's just weird. Cause like it was an open space, you know, like there's no closed door, and I'm like,
Did
it was weird.
he saw anything?
I don't know, you don't have to ask her. Especially,
So you think she came down one point and tried to get off downstairs in the basement? Nice.
How long was she in the basement? Just shortly dropped in it, or?
I mean, Taylor, you're lucky because had it been Dingus, you'd have been missing some fingers too. I mean, he'd have just werewolfed out with those things.
Oh, that's funny.
Guys, I am going to let you go a little early. I am going to do a bio break, but then I am sending you all to Publicly Buzzed. I will be doing a panel with Hella and I think Sal and Dr. Hines and a bunch of other people, I think, about the Alec Baldwin trial. So if you guys would like to go and watch that, thank you for joining us. I didn't think Taylor was going to be a 3-parter, but you know, she likes to cut up a bit.
Da-dunch.
But ching, dad joke. And rest in peace, you know, Dr. Ruth, making me feel really weird but you know, you lived your life and that is awesome. And you survived one of the worst tragedies that anyone in humanity had to go through. So I'm willing to listen to you about all things Smexy. Have a great day. Vale, do you have anything that's coming up?
I don't.
You're like, and segue. I'm a professional. Talk about Dr. Ruth and send it right on over to Val. Bye, guys.
Yes.